Hi, my name is Jake Kanan. I am a field engineer and we're in Hawaii at the Halawa View Apartments project for Nordic PCL. So we're building affordable housing high-rise, so it's going to be 25 floors and we're on the 12th floor right now. We utilize DroneDeploy mainly for documentation and progress photos to make sure we're doing the right stuff, see where we're at in the project, and if anybody has any questions when we bury stuff, we can figure out what we put in that location. A typical process would be kind of roadmap it before we get out into the field. So looking at the drawings, kind of highlighting what we want to see, what the main points to capture are. Obviously try to capture as much as the active deck as possible. We're also doing milestones, like it's not always going to be in a consistent schedule, but we want to see what's in there and around that area. So when we have that on the schedule or the forecast, always try to go out there before the work's completed and take the photos. You can kind of see where things are where they shouldn't be. So I think that's a super key instead of figuring it out when we're starting to put up walls. It's become a standard thing. A lot of people use it. It's very important. So if I were to say stop today and not do it for 2 weeks, there would be questions raised.
When we started, we did run into underground issues. We definitely got a lot of utility out of the drone flights in that phase. We have 2 low-rise buildings and a high-rise. Where to put our crane and what orientation to put it was a really big question. We weren't even totally sure if the crane would fit and if we'd be able to dismantle it also once we got it up. We just ended up modeling the crane, modeling all the buildings in the site, and using the drone scans to measure and just make sure that everything's gonna fit with all the existing buildings. I think the facade flights are pretty exciting. They're generally out of the way of the crane, so that's a big one for me, flying. Our district's pretty invested with drone scans, certainly. For the past 5 or 6 years, all of our big projects have somewhat regular drone scans to whatever extent the project wants. It's kind of integrated into our workflows, I would say, as a district.
I think it makes it a lot easier having everything at one location for your disposal. Everybody knows that feeling, if they're going through multiple different ports just to gain multiple different pieces of information for one thing. It's time consuming. There's also room for distractions too. That's super key for efficiency and just making sure everything's in the right spot.
I think with finishes going up, there's so much potential for just to help people do their jobs faster.